If you've been feeling overwhelmed with anxiety lately, try listening to a guided meditation on the Meditation for Anxiety podcast. Meditation is a proven, natural way to help you calm down and dissolve stress so you can feel lighter and happier. So subscribe for free today to the Meditation for Anxiety podcast by searching for Meditation for Anxiety on your favorite podcast player.
This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2353, what you need to know about creatine and its benefits for performance, and 4 foods to avoid at breakfast, both by Jessica Spendlove of jessicaspendlove.com, and I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Optimal Health Daily. This is one of just a few podcasts in the world where blogs are read to you for free so that you don't have to read them yourself. Now, to check out our other shows, just search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this. Now, I have 2 shorter posts for you today. Sometimes I read 2 posts when each of them is a bit on the shorter side. We want to make sure you get enough content from us each day after all. So with that, let's get to today's first post and start optimizing your life. What you need to know about creatine and its benefits for performance by Jessica Spendlove of jessicaspendlove.com. In a bid to train and perform better, harder, and faster, clients have become increasingly interested in creatine supplements. So we wanted to answer some of the more frequent questions we get asked as dietitians. Here's what you need to know about the benefits of creatine and best practices for creatine supplementation. So, what is creatine? Creatine is a substance that's found within muscle cells. Creatine helps to produce another substance called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. ATP helps to create the energy required for our cells to perform various functions, one of which is muscle contraction. Still with us? Creatine is formed within the body, but is also found in certain foods, particularly meat and fish. Creatine can also be formulated synthetically in laboratories. This synthetically formulated creatine has been used as an oral supplement for decades, particularly within the sporting community. Research shows creatine supplementation can improve athletic performance and increase muscle mass. The most popular and well-researched form of creatine for supplementation is creatine monohydrate, which can be purchased as either a powder or capsules. How much creatine do you need? It's recommended that when someone starts creatine supplementation, they begin by loading their dosage. A common protocol is to start with 20 grams of creatine per day for 7 days, spread over 4 to 5 gram servings across the day. Loading allows the muscles to become saturated with the creatine more effectively. Following this, a daily dosage of 2 to 10 grams is recommended to maintain that saturation. Some people require more than others to see results due to having more muscle mass or participating in increased physical activity. When should you take creatine? As already mentioned, creatine supplementation is most popular for its role in training optimization, both during and after. Think increased strength, increased lean muscle mass, and decreased recovery time. This is particularly the case for forms of exercise including high-intensity interval training, sprints, and strength training. We suggest taking your creatine supplement within a 60-minute window prior to exercise or immediately afterwards. Benefits of creatine. Creatine supplementation has also been highlighted for its benefits in injury management. Research and clinical experience have indicated that creatine may assist in reducing the loss of muscle mass and muscle strength that often occurs during periods of immobilization due to injury, and can aid in regaining muscle more rapidly once mobilization and training recommence. It's important to note, however, that anyone recovering from an injury must not forget the crucial role of general diet, particularly protein and overall energy intake, during this recovery period. Creatine is a useful addition to a balanced diet, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Another exciting area being researched is the use of creatine supplementation in people that experienced a concussion. When someone experiences a concussion, it creates what's known as an energy crisis within the brain. The brain is demanding increased energy supplies to help in the repair process, yet Concussion causes decreased blood flow that would help to carry that energy to the brain cells. Creatine supplementation has been shown to be protective against the effects of energy crisis within the brain and may help in reducing cognitive and physical symptoms. Are there any side effects of creatine supplementation? So far, this is all sounding pretty fantastic, right? Yes, but let's also take a look at some of the possible side effects to be aware of. Water retention, digestive symptoms, diarrhea, and bloating. Also, it is important to consult with your doctor if you wish to supplement with creatine should you have any kidney or liver conditions to monitor for any signs of exacerbation. To help with symptom management, speak with your dietitian for individualized advice. Overall, creatine appears to be a safe and effective supplement with some benefits and may be a useful addition to a balanced diet, particularly for active individuals seeking to boost their efforts. 4 Foods to Avoid at Breakfast by Jessica Spendlove of jessicaspendlove.com. What we eat at breakfast has the ability to influence how we feel throughout the rest of the day. No exaggeration. A breakfast that includes protein, whole grains, healthy fats, and color, meaning plant foods, will set you up for a day of stable blood sugar levels and sustained energy and keep you feeling satisfied so that you can get on with the demands of the day ahead. On the flip side, by choosing a breakfast lacking in important nutrients, we're going to be left feeling sluggish, both physically and mentally, and over time, we can end up inching ourselves towards weight gain and chronic diseases. So what are some of the common breakfasts that dietitians see that don't tick that nutritional box? 1. High sugar cereal. Despite clever marketing, many cereals contain a high dose of refined grains and sugar. Pouring this into our bowl day after day at the breakfast table can increase the risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. The lack of fiber in these cereals also contributes to a blood sugar roller coaster throughout the rest of the morning, meaning we turn into a grisly snack monster later. Opt for whole grain cereals such as those containing oats. Visible nuts and seeds are great too. Top with natural plain yogurt and some fruit to complete the nutritious breakfast formula. 2. Toast with unhealthy spreads. It's important to acknowledge that not all breads are created equal. Depending on what type you grab off the shelf, bread can also be rather void of nutritional value. White bread is made from flour that has been processed to remove the part of the wheat grain that contains most of the nutrients. White bread, therefore, contains less fiber and fewer vitamins and minerals. Some brands of bread are also high in added salt and sugar, which can be, of course, detrimental to our health. Let's also not forget that what we put on or between our bread also counts. If we don't consider what spreads, toppings, and fillings we pair with our bread, we could end up making a meal or snack that's high in calories and low in nutritional value, which is a recipe with the potential to cook up weight gain and poor health. 3. Muffins and pastries. It's fine to enjoy these occasionally as part of a balanced diet, but processed muffins and pastries are often made using refined flour and a hefty dose of sugar. They are very low in nutrient density for the calories we receive. Instead, why not try making your own muffins? Add oats, nuts, seeds, and fresh fruit such as berries to boost fiber to promote good gut health as well as more stable energy levels. Savory muffins are another quick and easy option that pack a nutritional punch. 4. Flavored yogurts. We love yogurt as a protein-rich addition to a meal or snack as well as for its probiotic benefits. However, not all yogurts are created equal either. If you flip over the container and have a peek at the nutritional panel, you'll find some yogurts contain more sugar than protein. So depending on which container goes in your basket, you may be buying something more comparable to a dessert. Our dietitians enjoy options such as Chobani Fit or YoPro, which have a more desirable protein to sugar ratio. You just listened to the posts titled, What You Need to Know About Creatine and Its Benefits for Performance, and 4 Foods to Avoid at Breakfast, both by Jessica Spendlove of jessicaspendlove.com. Is hiring challenging? Yes. Do you love a challenge? Also yes. You need a hiring partner that can help you rise to the challenge. You need Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. Instead of spending hours on multiple job sites searching for candidates with the right skills, Indeed's a powerful hiring platform that can help you do it all. With Instant Match, over 80% of employers get quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job, according to Indeed Data US. One of the things I love about Indeed is that Indeed shows you candidates whose resumes fit your description immediately after you post, so you can hire faster. Start hiring now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/health. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 credit now at Indeed.com/health. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. I want to go back to Jessica's second post, foods we may want to avoid at breakfast. I loved all of Jessica and her team's suggestions. In fact, one trick I would recommend when shopping for nutritious breakfast foods, or really nutritious foods for any meal or snack, would be to use a trick that actually Jessica introduced. Look at the ingredients list on the back of the product's packaging. Ingredients are listed in order by weight. That means the first ingredient listed is what the package is made mostly of. The second ingredient is what the package is made second most of, and so on. So if you're shopping for, say, a breakfast cereal, the first ingredient listed would ideally be some type of whole grain. If the first ingredient is sugar, well, now you have a pretty good idea of what the cereal is made mostly of. The other reason I like to look at ingredients lists is to look at the total number of ingredients. If there are more than 5 ingredients total, we're probably looking at a product that's been overly processed. When you start to look at those long ingredients lists, you'll start to see words that don't look natural or are hard to pronounce. That's a clue that it probably contains lots of additives and preservatives we really don't need. If the food, however, is less than 5 ingredients and the first ingredient listed is, say, whole grains, then we're probably making a pretty good and nutritious purchase. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a subscriber or follower of the show. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.